Hello everyone and welcome back to another Metal Gear speedrun series update video. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. It is February 2nd. I'm a little bit late. Apologies for that. I was busy. I couldn't do the video earlier. And of course, as always, January has been filled with brand new world records thanks to new skips and new runners taking the leaderboards for their own. So let's begin and let's start with the biggest thing that we had, of course, Prozac finding in Metal Gear Solid 2 the engine room skip. Just to remember everyone, this is the Prozac Skip or engine room skip. It's a very simple trait where we throw an item at the closed door here and we can enter the engine room from the other side. It's a time save around 28 seconds where we don't have to enter the engine room on the right and walk all the way through, but we just enter on the left and we immediately go and continue on with the run. Now, of course, that being a tanker skip means we will have new tanker world records, but not a full game world record yet. So let's go into the nitty-gritty of it. Once again, just shout out to Prozac for finding the skip and of course everyone who helped. Chu also, by the way, a fantastic speedrunner. Just look at his latest acquisitions. He got all the world records, partially tied, but that's just because there's literally no other frame possible anymore. And of course, other ILs, such as, for example, the Tanker IL on very easy, and like Guard Rush boss fight and Vamp 2. And of course, even in the category extensions, he rocks with the holds only, where you start in holds 1, 2, and then 3, and then have the fastest time available. So, GG's Prozac. Not only did you, of course, have a fantastic skip for everyone to share, but also even more things to celebrate here in the World Record Update series. So, as I said, we're here, we have the Tanker, and of course in Tanker on very easy, we had the most runners. The previous World Record, set on February 21st, almost a year ago, was a 5 minutes 33, and Prozac was working hard on getting that 5:28, which would have been basically the perfect time. Well, and then he found the Prozac skip, and now we of course have even better runners, and we almost have pushed the former world record out of top 10 with new people coming in doing runs, of course. And so we have latest run here, Prozac with a Fido 8. He himself says 4 minutes and 50 seconds plus X, 51, 52 and so on are possible, but he has yet to do that because, of course, as it is with these very, very high level runs, there's a little bit of luck involved as well, having, for example, the IL Ogre and stuff like that. So it will take a little bit of time to grind that out, and he just didn't have the time. But I mean, he's still 6 seconds ahead of One Griff in second place here on the leaderboard, so I'm sure he's fine for now. There are, of course, other contestants like D-Dimes13 and Platonic that can compete for this time, but so far, that's all that has been. And of course, plenty of other people have basically mixed up all the leaderboards here and making a brand new top 10 leaderboard from before the skip. The same, of course, also applies here for the easy difficulty. We had on easy One Griff with a 5:43, then I came in and did a 5 minute 30 seconds run, and Fury UK even smashed that time a day later with 5 minutes and 17 seconds. On the normal difficulty, of course, there was also an update. I made a run that beat Bestwick's time. He had a 5:48 by 9 seconds with 5 minutes 39. And of course, there's even more time save possible here, just nobody else has done it yet. On the hard difficulty, Repeats took on the challenge and he beat D913's previous world record of 6 minutes 30 down to 6 minutes and 3 seconds, almost the sub 6 minute run, just a few more seconds and he has it. When you have on Extreme, nobody has actually beaten the record yet, because Extreme is probably just a little bit harder. Meant on European Extreme, we see Platonic Guy taking over, beating his own world record by multiple seconds and even landing the first sub 6 minute run here on the highest difficulty possible with a 5 minutes and 58. But these are all for the PC version / of course the Substance version. Has anyone else done, of course, a world record tanker run? Well, at least one we have here, with Young Snow beating, of course, the tanker on very easy here on the Xbox Series console in the Metal Gear Solid 2 HD leaderboards, which is a separate board from Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. He's now a time of 5 minutes 49 seconds, and I'm sure if somebody else dares to beat it as well, there will be even more world record updates here on the HD version. If we're looking over, of course, I said there has been no new world record set yet for the full game, and that is basically because the world record in full game Metal Gear Solid 2 PC and very easy is so good that even a 28-second time save has not been enough yet for runners to beat the still existing world record. So you can see here we have a few runners competing. We have Kinera, who recently joined. He lowered his time from 1 hour 18:56 to 1 hour 18:44 seconds. We had Headphone joining here with 1 hour 15, and Bentley Bun coming in with previously 1 hour 6 minutes and 7 seconds, now even down to 1 hour 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I myself am also competing here. I got back after I've been playing lots of normal difficulty, and at least I went from a 1 hour 2 minutes and 55 seconds down to a 1 hour 1 minute and 54 seconds. So actually even better than just the Prozac Skip alone. I don't know how much further I can personally push it, but if you take a look at how far away this run still is, with a 1 hour 1 minute 54, how far away am I from the world record? Well, I am still 1 minute and 1 second away. So once again, just because we have 28 seconds of time save, the world record that Platonica made 8 months ago, May 23rd, is still so good that is basically only 1 or 2 people that are still actively running this game that have a chance to even beat this world record. Nevertheless, of course, as soon as a few top runners will pick up this game again, such as D-Lams and Platonica, we send even better updates here. Platonica already said he wants to go for the world's first sub-hour full game run of Metal Gear Solid 2, which is really only possible on very easy difficulty and PC. So wish him good luck whenever he comes back to that task, and it will be a pleasure to announce it once it will happen. But I'm also pleased to announce that we have a new world record in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. The category basically that everyone runs is any % new game plus hard difficulty, and we finally have a new world record here. But look at me with 50 minutes and 31 seconds. 50:31 beats the previous world record that has been done 2 years ago by Darkslayer by less than a minute, but still significantly enough. People have been saying, oh, this time will barely be beaten, and we're here now, and see, actually it was beaten by quite a good chunk thanks to minute improvements here and there, and of course also dedicated runners grinding their time more and more. Shoutouts also to Akira, for example, here with his latest PB being just 12 days old with a 51:41, and Clefry here being in the top 5 with a 52:11 done 8 days ago. So who knows, maybe next month there will be an even better time. Congratulations, look at me. And also, of course, for the easy difficulty, where he also got the new world record here with a 52:20 seconds, which actually beats Renzero's previous world record by over a minute. Congratulations. If you take a quick look over the category extensions as well, the actually more active now, any % no R00, where we skip the first chapter basically, and we start the speedrun with the R01 chapter. Also, Look at Me, of course, has taken the world record here with an excellent performance of 45 minutes and 29 seconds. Currently, we are discussing the option to move this category over to the main board, so maybe even more people pick it up because it's more prominent, of course, on the main leaderboards. Would be hyped to see more people compete in here as well, and I wish everyone who joins good luck. Luck was definitely not what Repeats needed. Repeats came back here to Metal Gear Solid 1, and he actually got the world record for all bosses, easy difficulty on Emulator. Just to remind you, on Metal Gear Solid 1, there's 3 basic categories. We have the PC version, which is completely different, and then we have console and emulator separate from each other, just because consoles are basically slower in loads and performance, and emulator we have settings where we can basically have no frame loss at all. And as it stands, Repeats got the new world record just 1 day ago. Technically not meeting the January deadline, but I mean, that's just included here. Congratulations, Repeats, beating the world record by 8 seconds here that D-Lime13 has previously set. And let me tell you, this run definitely was not that free. Repeats was working very hard for it. For that, of course, we recommend him. Congratulations. Let's talk also about Metal Gear Solid 2 and VR missions. And I just want to shout out Marlon8 here. He has been away for a while. Previously, he was working very hard on doing updates to the routes for Portable Ops. So Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, the PSP title, where he helped many new strategies made more popular. And as we can see here, he also got a new world record for the VR mission Raiden Photography 01. And this is the crazy part about it. VR missions are being so optimized. Here's a 1 second and 140 milliseconds time here. How much faster is it versus the previous world record? 10 milliseconds. Crazy precise, but he did it. Congratulations. And also for the score time as well, not just the real time, but the score that he got, he beat the world record by 2 points. That's how much 10 milliseconds make of a distance. It's insane. Once again, congratulations and welcome back, Martin, to the VR leaderboards. Something that's not VR and is very cool is Blackie, who just at the beginning of January actually updated the world record for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. In Chapter 1, the speedrun, we just play basically from the beginning all the way to the first chapter ending. And he got the new world record for the console version with perfect stealth and no kills, which is sort of like a big boss rank achievement, because technically in Phantom Pain there is no ranks, but doing all these with 0 alerts and of course 0 kills, you can imagine it would be the same as a big boss rank. And he got a time here of 2 hours and 34 minutes and 6 seconds. This beats the previous world record by multiple minutes, and this has still been done on a PS4. I imagine if you were to play on an Xbox Series console or PlayStation 5, you could beat it even further. Because if we compare this time versus the PC version, yeah, there's still around half an hour left. Probably loads and a few different aspects to it, but hey, he did it. So congratulations to Blackie for this new achievement. And talking about Metal Gear Solid 5, just a quick shout out as well. AGDQ happened at the beginning of the month, and of course we had also Joestar316 here, who did a fantastic job of showing perfect stealth, no kills for the Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes game in 32 minutes and 2 seconds. Give it a watch, link in the description down below, definitely a hype run. Something that I personally find is very hype as well, that's technically not a world record, is this Metal Gear Duology run done by Hamatap, a Japanese runner who picked up the Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake games around half a year ago, has actually managed to beat both games back to back. So Metal Gear 1 MSX, which you can play also on the PlayStation 2 version, and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, also the PS2 port. And he got the Big Boss rank in both versions. Having Big Boss rank in Metal Gear MSX 1 already is quite an achievement, trust me, I tried it. And then also additionally back-to-back starting Metal Gear 2 and also getting Big Boss there is quite an achievement, and he did it in 1 hour and 35 minutes. The any percent, or just whatever rank world record I did 5 months ago with 1 hour and 50 minutes, so it's only like 20 minutes difference just to go for the Big Boss rank. And I personally think, because he did Big Boss twice back to back, that's an outstanding achievement, and I want to recommend that as well. Congratulations, Hamatap, for that run. And yet another multiple Metal Gear run here has been done by Nick Green, which sadly I missed to shout out in December, because on December 15th, Nick Green did a Metal Gear Solid Trilogy speedrun. This Metal Gear Solid Trilogy speedrun, of course, has Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3, and all of them have been done on the very easy difficulty. Metal Gear Solid 1, very easy, is around half an hour, Metal Gear Solid 2, very easy, is around an hour and a little bit, and of course, Metal Gear Solid 3 is around an hour and 10 minutes roughly. The world records, of course, are quite different, and the challenge, of course, here in the trilogy is that you play them back to back to back with no breaks. Of course, you have the credits at 2 and 3 where you have a little bit of a break, but especially between Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2, you just played these games back to back on PC. And he did a new world record time of 2 hours, 51 seconds and 18 seconds, which beats my previous record that I had by over a minute with 2 hours, 52:35 that I had. So I'll be back, Nick, and I will try to get that run down even lower. But for right now, this is the world record. Congratulations, check it out. And yet another thing that Nick Green did was also play Metal Gear Solid 3, but in the special category extension, which is All Kerotans. Of course, if you know Metal Gear Solid 3, you can collect these little frogs that you have everywhere. They're called Kerotans. And if you shoot them, if you shoot them all throughout the playthrough, you get the so-called Kerotan rank. Now, this being a category extension, it's not run as often. There have been a few runners that did it before, and Nick has currently the world record here, as you can see. December 8th, he got a time of 1 hour, 29 minutes and 25 seconds, and recently, like 2 weeks ago, he got a time of 1 hour, 23 minutes and 16 seconds. He also almost got a brand new world record, which would have outdated this run by 5 minutes, 1 hour and 18 seconds. 1 hour and 18 minutes, but sadly he missed one frog, and so of course it was not valid for All Kerotans. But he will be back, on stream, and he will try to beat this time even better. And as I said, 1 hour 18 minutes is on the table, so I wish him luck, of course, check it out on his Twitch as well. And speaking of Metal Gear Solid 3, let's go back to the main categories. For the final update in this video, we have Vermilion Noel doing the Lord's work in Metal Gear Solid 3. He has been on the grind. Not just on a European extreme difficulty, but all difficulties. He already has the world record for all difficulties, but he felt like he improved them even more. So for the normal difficulty, he did in 1 hour, 11 minutes and 30 seconds run here, which beat his own world record that he set just a few days ago by 4 minutes. In the hard difficulty, he did run in 1 hour 40 minutes and 5 seconds, which beats his previous run by 4 minutes again. And last but not least, he also got a brand new European Extreme world record with 1 hour 12 minutes and 56 seconds, which beats his previous world record with 1 hour 30 minutes and 57 seconds by 1 minute and 1 second. Congratulations there. And of course, also special shout out here once again. At AGDQ 2023, we had a speedrun race with Apache Smash versus Vermilion Noel, and they both duked it out, not just in a speedrun on European Extreme, going for the Foxhound Rain, but also they collected all the camos and face paints during that speedrun. So additionally, not just playing Medic Soldier 3 and on the highest difficulty, they also got every wearable camo. This speedrun race is an absolute hype if you want to watch it, so no spoilers, check it out in the description down below. It's very close, and I can tell you if you watch it, it's very entertaining as well. Shoutouts to Apache Smash and Vermilion now, and of course, that's been it. Thank you everyone for watching this episode again here of the Metal Gear Speedrun Series World Record Updates. I gotta find a better name for this, but I don't know about it yet. Of course, if I missed any world records that happened in the meantime, apologies. Let me know in the comments down below and I will update them in the video description. And of course, good luck all the runners for February this year, and I see you soon again. Thanks so much for watching and have a nice day.